So, welcome back to River's Edge. We're here in the clubhouse. I don't think we've ever sat down and talked here before, so this will be kind of fun. Don't forget that you can find us on our webpage, www.riversedge55. You'll also find a phone number there, so if you want to give us a call and make an appointment to come on down and look at the models, we're all good to go. I thought it might be interesting. This is a community. This community has an HOA, a homeowners association. And I thought it might be fun to talk a little bit about that. There is an HOA fee that everybody pays on a monthly basis. In this case, it happens to be $275 a month. And the question that I'm always asked is, okay, so what does that actually cover? So what it covers this time of year, I mean, as we're kind of cruising into Thanksgiving, the crews are out here on the riding mowers, sucking up all the leaves, cutting the grass, probably for the last time. All of that stuff is covered. They'll trim bushes, they clean gutters. In the wintertime, when we start getting some snow, we plow the roads. We will plow your individual driveway and shovel your walks. Garbage collection is part of that HOA. The cost of running a full-service clubhouse like this with a gym and pool tables and a library and a kitchen and so on. Outdoor heated pool right through the doors over here. That's really all covered. As well as all the site lighting and really everything outside. And then a portion of your HOA goes into an escrow account. So you come to River's Edge and you buy a brand new unit, 20 years, 25 years down the road, that roof is going to need to be replaced. And that's where the money comes from. It's a maintenance-driven process. So that's kind of how the HOA works. What you get for it is, this is an active adult community. I mean, we're decorated now for Thanksgiving as we start moving towards that holiday. There are parties here. The people that make up River's Edge, they do all sorts of great stuff here. They go to restaurants together. They'll do shows. They do some bus trips. They have parties here. In the summertime, we keep grills out by the pool and they barbecue. They have a 4th of July barbecue, as you might imagine. They have a men's poker night. The women get together and do stuff. I should know what it is, but I don't. There's a balance class of all things. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and you can be as active as you want to be. Participate in what you want to participate in. It's really a great place, and as we build this community, as we add new residents, it just gets more and more diverse, which is a really terrific thing. You will find that there are people here that you've been looking for your whole life as friends. It's just a great place to be. So I don't want to turn this so much into a sales pitch. I really just wanted to have this conversation with you. But again, go to our website. It's riversedge55.com. We have all sorts of stuff posted there, pictures, videos, phone numbers, ways to contact myself. My wife, Nancy Pitcher, is the listing agent here. She works for Century 21. You'll find some contact information for her as well. Come on down and see us. Now, I was going to talk about something else. What was it? Do you remember? You can talk.
The beginning of River's Edge, when it was started.
The beginning of River's Edge.
The story of River's Edge.
The history.
The history.
The history of River's Edge. So, it's kind of an interesting story. This building was, and when you come here, you'll see it inscribed on the beam over the front door. This building was built in 2007. So that's basically pretty much the beginning of when we started to build here. And in 2007, 2008, we had, I think it was a total of 3 buildings up. They were not completely occupied, but they were up. And that's when the real estate market just imploded. And we had really dropped a ton of money into this project. All the infrastructure was done. So what that means is all the underground utilities, everything was done. And that's why River's Edge hung in there. That's why the partners decided to, no matter what, hang on to this. We had people living here. The partners did the right thing by putting up the clubhouse in the beginning of the project. It's pretty unusual, actually. It wasn't completely selfless from our standpoint. It was certainly a sales tool, but it also was a reward for the people that were the pioneers here. They had a place to come together. And even in the early days, even though it was just a handful of people, they all came together and they had their own place to kind of talk about their everyday stuff and have the things that they do here. So we're very, very proud of what we have here. And we'd love to have you come down and take a look at it and ultimately, if it works for you, become part of this great community. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I was going to talk about the weather. We are building like mad right now. That's the good news. And here's some more good news. We are selling these things about as quickly as we build them. But some of the people have said, my God, this year you guys have been building a little slower than you normally do. It has been just the most horrific weather year here in the Northeast, and particularly in Northeast Pennsylvania. It has rained all spring. It has rained all summer. It continues to rain almost every day. As an exercise in October, I took my calendar and every day it rained, I put a big R and circled it. More than half the days in October were rain days. More than half of the days already in this month have been rain days. It is so difficult to get machinery out. It's like, the ground is just too wet. It's saturated at this point. So you need 3-4 days for this stuff to dry up. We're slugging through it the best that we can. The framing has gone slower because of the horrible weather. But just bear with us, guys. I mean, this can't last forever. It's just a weather pattern. The current building on the river, that will be actually under roof in about a week, maybe a week and a half. Across the street from that, we have a foundation going in. We have the footings in and some of the foundation walls. So we will get that to a point where we can frame that through the winter. So we're going to have inventory. Don't worry about it. That's my problem. Come on down and walk through our models and kind of see what we have here. I'd love to bring you through the clubhouse here so you can see what this is like firsthand. That's really it. If you have questions, go to the website, get in touch with us, send us an email, give us a call. Until the next time, Geoff Pitcher saying goodbye.